Hello, I am going to teach you how to draw succulents today. So we're going to start off by drawing a basic pot for a cactus. So you want to make a small oval, and then we're going to just draw kind of the little lip of the planter, which kind of follows the curve around the top. Next, we're going to draw some lines going downward, kind of at a small angle. And then we're going to round the bottom and just connect those two lines. You can go ahead and give a design on here. You guys can draw whatever you want. I chose some zigzags. So we're going to start with one side of the cactus. We're just going to make it go up and around. Nice and simple. And then we're going to draw another one on this side that's going to connect to the left side of the first petal. Now we're going to draw a little flower on top. Doesn't have to be perfect. Give it a little edge. Draw another flower onto this side. And because these are supposed to be round shapes, we're going to have to round off everything in here. So now we're going to make these lines that go down, kind of to show off that these are round objects. And then on these, we're going to make little X marks to show that these are the little pricklies that come on the cactus. And we're just going to make them down all of the lines. Just a little added touch in there for some texture to your cactus. And there we have it. There's our first succulent. So now we are going to draw another one that has somewhat of a round vase to it. So we're going to start off with the vase. And then we're going to make two little leaves that pop out of here that kind of come to a point. That was a little off center, so we're going to go ahead and place it right down the center. Make it wider at the bottom and come to a point. And then we're going to draw two of the same ones on the sides, just a little bit smaller. And then we have one out the top. And then we got to make the back of our pot. I didn't like the way my pot was shaped, so I am going back and reshaping it. And I kind of messed up that one too, so I'm going to go back and take that off as well. So it's always good to remember that when you're sketching, the harder you press, the darker your line will be. So that means that it's going to be harder to erase. And you'll still see that dark line behind there if you press too hard. So I'm just going to make these little texture lines on the petals of this succulent, and that's going to complete it. Next, we're going to start off with a box style planter. It's almost the shape of a rectangle, like a 3D rectangle. Erase that little piece right there. And we are going to start off by drawing another cactus leaf. And it's going to be very narrow at the bottom and get wider at the top. And then we're going to give it a little arm right here. And then draw another little piece right here with a smaller one on top. And then have another little arm. And then we're going to put a flower on there. Just a real simple flower. And then we're going to make these little X's. Let's get rid of the back of the box right there. We're going to make these X's to show the little splinters that are on there. I don't know what the technical term for that is, but we're going to make those to show that they're prickly. And then we're going to draw another flower here, and then another little flower right up here. Give it some little hairs on here for a little bit of added texture. And then we're going to go ahead and fill in this part of the box. And you guys can add a pattern to the side of that planner as well. Lastly, we're going to draw another little succulent. This one almost looks like it's in a mug. So we're going to start off with that same oval as we did with the first one. And then we're going to draw 2 lines down and connect them at the bottom. This one has little handles that almost look like the letter C. And then on the other side, it looks like a backwards C. And then we can give him a face, make him look real happy. This particular plant, we're going to draw out 3 stems. So we have our first stem, and then we're going to make another one going out in the opposite direction, and then a small piece to come off of that one. They're all kind of steered away from each other. So now we're just going to make these simple circular leaves that are going to kind of alternate each other. And we're just going to make these go all the way up. Make that top one kind of come out through the top and show that that's the end. And then we're going to add another one down here, and then just go on to making those same leaves on the opposite side. Add a few onto this little piece. It's almost like a separate branch. And then continue up that little stem, making the rest of those leaves on there. And there we have it. Those are our 4 different succulents. And you can just stipple in right here with your pencil to add a little bit more texture. So here I kind of ran through and just drew over everything with a black marker that's waterproof. You can use a felt pen, you could use a regular pen. I chose to do this because I wanted to use some watercolor pencils to fill it in. This kind of defines your image, and you can erase all those pencil scraps, and it'll give you a clear, better picture of what you drew. Now I'm going in with watercolor pencils. These are cool because you can put different colors and barely color in, and then just go back with a watercolor pencil or a simple paintbrush and just kind of blend the colors, and it gives it kind of a fun look. And that is all. Thank you for watching.